There you are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a good minute, hasn't it? It's been a while since I've seen all your bright and shining faces. So good to see everybody. How are we doing? We got the wilderness of Western Maine has checked in. Was it Western Maine, Eastern Maine? Maine, anyway. So we've got check-ins from these places so far. South Korea, Maine, and Santa Ana. So talk about the cosmopolitan capitals of the world checking in. That's what we're doing. Sorry, guys, I'm out of the loop, the loopy doop. I'm out of practice on what to do here. So give me a minute. I've actually got to do a share on my own webpage. There we go. My own Facebook page. Well, there we are. Anaheim is here with, again, another one of the cosmopolitan capitals of the world. So happy Friday, everybody. I hope you all had a really good Labor Day weekend. I know I did. At least on Saturday, it was a whole lot of fun. So without further ado, God hates a coward. Here we go. Well, the little boats are gone from the docks of Annaliffe. Oh, the ferrymen are stranded on the quay. Oh, the Dublin docks are dying, and the way of life is gone. Oh, Molly, it was part of you and me. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. 'Twas the only job I knew. It was hard but never lonely. On the Liffey ferry made a man of me. But it's gone without a whisper, and forgotten even now. Sure, it's over, Molly, over, can't you see? Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Well, now I'll till the yard, and I'll spend my days a-talking. Oh, I'll hear them whisper, Harry's on the dole. But Molly, we're still living. Ooh, yeah, darling, we're still young, and that river had never owned my heart and soul. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you's ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you's ever love me, Molly, love me now. Yahoo! It's like riding a bike. Thanks. Thanks so much. Shut up, backup singers. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, it's fun. It's interesting to be back in the driveway in the Boreen, hanging out with the Boring Brigade and the rest of yous. We had Idaho checking in, I saw. Cleveland, Ohio's in the house. This is great. This is lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Good to see everybody. Don't forget to look below and smackaroo on the old share button. So we'd love for you all to share it on your you can tell I've done a few shows. Thank you. Thank you. You can tell that I've been doing some shows with the band because I'm using the we word now instead of the I word, and that's not the royal we. Don't worry, I'm not getting that self-important yet. So if you like what you hear and you want to share it with your friends, that's lovely. I would appreciate that. So slap that share button, as the kids say. And feel free to put up as many requests as you'd like. I can ignore them all night, trust me. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I forgot what it's like to play and read stuff. This is kind of fun. It's going to be there's a lot of squirrels going to go by tonight, I have a feeling, right? In the neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many's the hour of sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town, till the mad misfortune came o'er me, and it caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, you'd think her the queen of the land, with her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. As I went strolling one evening, not intending to go very far, I met with a frolicsome damsel, selling her trade in a bar. A gold watch she plucked from a customer, and she slipped it right into my hands. From the very first day that I met her, bad sauce to her black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land, with her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury next morning, for trial I had to appear. A gentleman claimed his jewelry, and the case against us was quite clear. You'll get 7 long years transportation. Now you're going to Van Diemen's Land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow your black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, you would think her the queen of the land, with her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Sir, come all ye jolly young fellows, oh, I'll have yous take a warning by me. Whenever you're out on the liquor, my boys, oh, beware of those pretty colleens, for they'll fill you with the whiskey and porter till you are unable to stand. And the very next thing that you know, my odds, oh, you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes, they shone like the diamond, you'd think her the queen of the land, with her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Oh, those eyes, they shone like the diamonds, you'd think her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Oh, yeah. Aha. Thanks. Look at all these folks chatting away here, and I'm not paying any attention. Just kidding. I was watching. Oh, and Jeff got his phone out. He got his request in early. That's good. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Does the camera look any different tonight? I had to upgrade my camera. We had a camera catastrophe in the garage during the time off. Had a little boop. What's that? And it looks the same to them in the driveway, they said. What's that? Oh, Lordy. There's a good slow one I haven't played in a long time, so we'll go ahead and get to it. Since Mayo is not playing Dublin tomorrow, thanks be to God, knocked him out in the semis for once. So we're hoping the curse. The jersey tonight, in case you're curious if you're watching, the jersey tonight is in honor of tomorrow's All-Ireland football final, where Mayo will be making their 10th appearance since 1951, not winning any single one of them since 1951. And we got to break a 50-year curse, and I'll tell you about the curse a little later. I have a splinter in my finger. It's going to make for a fun evening. Oh, boy. Ouchies. All right. One for Alan out in Maine. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, those were part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Oh, my name, it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy. Like my house that fell to progress, my trade's a memory. And I courted Peggy Dignan, as pretty as can be, a rogue and child of Mary from the rebel Liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal. When he took her off to Birmingham, she took away my soul. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Well, the years have made me bitter, the drink has dimmed my brain, and Dublin keeps on changing, nothing seems the same. The Pillar and the Met have gone, the Royal long since pulled down, as that grey unyielding concrete makes a city of my town. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, And I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Oh, fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey. I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages spring up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Cheers. Thanks, you guys. Yeah. Woo-hoo. That's pretty funny because Gracie says, "Did you say the camera was upgraded or the guitarist was upgraded?" The guitarist has been downgraded. I think I still have jet lag. But anyway. Some great requests coming in tonight. Hold on, I gotta scroll back up. Oh, Darren has one that'll also make Jeff happy, I think. Keep pointing up here on this side of the screen. Nope, that side right there. That's my pointy finger. That's my crooked finger. There's a story behind that too. But don't forget about our halfway to St. Patrick's Day show. It like really crept up on me. I was going to make a bad non-PC joke from the 70s, but I won't, about creeping up. But anyway, it kind of crept up. I'm like, holy God, it's already getting close. So what is it? 2 weeks from tomorrow night. So there are some tickets still available. The Fenians website has the best deal on them. We don't charge, I think we charge $1 to send them to you, where you go by all those ticket places and they charge you like your $25 ticket turns out being, $42.85 or something crazy like that. No, Mayo didn't trade Babe Ruth, but it was almost works. So anyway, I'll get to that story when I play the song in a couple of songs here. We'll tell the story. Well, there's a uniform that's hanging in what's known as Father's room. A uniform so simple in its style. It has no fancy braid of gold, no hat with feathered plume, yet my mother has preserved it all the while. One day she let me try it on, a wish of mine for years. In memory of your father, dear, she said. When I put on the Sam Brown belt, she was smiling through her tears as she placed the broad black brimmer on me head. It's just the broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn by the careless wisp of many's the mountain breeze. An old trench coat that's all battle-stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A samba round belt with a buckle big and strong, a holster that's been empty many's the year. And when men claim Ireland's freedom, the one who choose to lead 'em will wear the broad black brimmer of the IRA. 'Twas the uniform been worn by my father long ago, when he reached my mother's homestead on the run. 'Twas the uniform he wore in the little church below, when old Father Mac he blessed the pair as one. Then after truce and treaty and the parting of the ways, he wore it when he marched out with the best and the rest. And when they bore his body down along the heather array, they placed the broad black brimmer on his chest. It's just a broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn by the careless wisp of many's the mountain breeze. An old trench coat that's all battle stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A samba round belt with a buckle against the wrong, and a holster that's been empty many's the year, but not for long. And when men claim Ireland's freedom, the one who'll choose to lead 'em will wear the broad black brimmer of the IRA. There's a uniform that's hanging in what's known as Father's room, a uniform so simple in its style. It has no fancy braid of gold or hat with feathered plume, yet my mother has preserved it all the while. One day she let me try it on, a wish of mine for years, in memory of your father, dear, she said. And when I put the Sambram belt, she was smiling through her tears, and she placed the broad black brimmer on me head. Last time. Just the broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn by the careless wisp of many's the mountain breeze. An old trench coat that's all battle stained and worn, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A samba round belt with a buckle against the wrong, and a holster that's been empty many's the year, but not for long. And when men claim Ireland's freedom, the one who'll choose to lead 'em will wear the broad black brimmer of the IRA. There you go. Yahoo! Whatever just entered my head just flew out the other ear as quickly as it came in. The Muse, she's a fickle beast tonight, isn't she? All right. Let's go here. Speaking of the Muse, my Muse tonight is sugar. Thanks to Anne. I appreciate that, Anne. So this is my fifth brownie. Is that a peanut butter on top, is it? No? What is that? What is it on top? It's just deliciousness. It's sugar. It's like the scene in Elf, you know, where you must like sugar. Is there sugar and syrup? Then I love sugar. I got to start a cleanse on Monday. This is getting out of control. I went crazy in Ireland, just off the charts. And you know what I did not have in my entire trip to Ireland? I did not have a single 99. Isn't that terrible? That's how busy I was. We were just going. So, I'll tell you about the curse, because there's a new curse in Mayo, and that's the curse of Terry putting unleaded fuel in his diesel rental van. I've never done that. I've been renting cars in Ireland for, 30 years, whatever. Never done that before, but I was just tired enough to grab the green one, which over here is diesel, in fairness, right? In my own defense. But it's unleaded over there is the green one. I stuck it in, and I was like pumping, and I realized that it was only about a quarter tank I put in. But it was enough to say, I better call him. So we were stranded by the side of the road for quite some time. Is the audio a bit low? I looked a little bit low when I was sound checking myself here. So if you're seconding that emotion, Leon, let me look at that. Hold on a second. Let's try that. Is that any better? You guys let me know if that's any better. I can turn it up over here too. So. It's not very often, at least when the Fenians are together, anybody says it's not loud enough. So anyway, so that was the new curse in Mayo. But the other curse, 1951, Mayo won the All-Ireland football in Dublin. And they were driving back from Dublin after celebrating. Let's just call it that, right? So there was a big celebration, and they continued to celebrate all the way down, heading west from Dublin out to I don't know where they were headed, Castlebar probably, I don't know. And they went through a little town somewhere in the Midlands in Ireland, and there was a funeral, a wake going on, and they didn't stop, and they didn't bless themselves. They blew right by. So the priest that night said to him, says, "Curses on you, Mayo footballers. You'll never win another All-Ireland final until the last one of your team are dead and in the ground." Oh, that's a crazy. And he boop, 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 put the kibosh and the hex on him. So that being said, I think 2 of the guys are still alive. So we're hoping, I think 2 of those lads are still alive, 2 or 3 anyway, last time I heard. Maybe a couple more, but a bunch of them have gone away, and the other ones might have faked their death. I don't know. But 10 times Mayo's been in the final since that time, and never bringing home the Sam Maguire, the cup, to the West. So the last, I think it was the last 4 defeats, or 4 defeats, I think, out of 6 years, have come at the hands of Dublin, right? But very close matches. And here's Dublin with a population of, 1.2 million to pull players from, and little County Mayo in the west with 110,000 residents to pull from. And they've given them a run for their money, and they knocked them out this year finally in the, they met in the semifinal instead of the final. Yay! Yay for the Colchies. So, anyway, we'll, having said that, we hope the curse is broken. People are saying it's still kind of soft, so I'm going to crank myself up a little. If it gets too loud out front, Neil, there's a dial on the back of that you can turn down. All right. How's that? Hopefully that's better for you guys, because it's loud as hell out here now. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, I got a capo it. I was texting back and forth with my buddy John Herson. John Herson is from Tyrone. Tyrone is playing against Mayo in the final tomorrow. It's Gain B. You can go ahead and turn the speaker over if you want. Just roll it over towards you. Keep it going. Checking. You should be able to hear it going up or down. The knob is Gain B, as in boy. As in boy, Mayo's going to win tomorrow. Do you need a flashlight? There's one on the workbench. You got it, Neely? Let's leave it to an engineer. So anyway, John Herson is from Tyrone. He's in Dublin right now. He's doing some pre-celebrating, thinking that the Sam Maguire is headed up to Tyrone. We've been texting each other back and forth all day, razzing each other, and he's with our good friend Harry Hackett, who a bunch of you have met when we traveled to Ireland. So anyway, I think they finally passed out. So here we go for the match tomorrow. For the Mayo side to break 50 years of the curse. Here's the green and red of Mayo. Oh, the green and red of Mayo. I can see it still. It's soft and craggy boglands, this tall majestic hills, where the ocean kisses Ireland and the waves caress its shore. And the feeling it came over me to stay forevermore, forevermore. To stay forevermore. From its rolling coastal waters, I can see Patrick's Peak, where one Sunday every summer the pilgrims climb to reek, where St. Patrick in his solitude looked down across Clew Bay and with the ringing of his bell, called the faithful there to pray, there to pray. Called the faithful there to pray. Won't you take me to Clare Island, the home of Garanya whale? Its waters harbour fishes from the herring to the whale. And now I must depart it, and reality is plain. Let the time not pass so slowly till I set sail again, set sail again. Till I set sail again. Oh, the green and red and mail, I can see it still. It's soft and craggy boggle as the tall majestic hills, where the ocean kisses Ireland and the waves caress its shore. And the feeling it came over me to say forevermore, forevermore. To stay forevermore. To stay forevermore. There you go. Out of green and red. Now I gotta turn my monitor down. Hold on, give me a sec, will ya? Neil says, I'm a mechanical engineer, not an electrical engineer. It's a knob, Neil. It's a knob. It just goes like this. Well, that's pretty mechanical if you ask me. You want to? Hey, it's a sad thing when your wife says you can't find your way in the dark. I'm just going to leave that one there for a minute. I think I just made Ruth blush a little. Just teasing you, Neil. Are you thinking you're at a Tom Comerford show right now? You are. Okay, that's all right. It's dark. We all kind of look alike anyway in the long run, guys. Irish guys with guitars. Is that a what do you call it? Is that a whole shebang original, The Irish Rain? Oh, did they? Okay. Okay. I'm not I'm not I'm not familiar. And usually if I don't know it, I at least know of it, right? So you've stumped me. I probably have heard it before. So anyway. Oh, Mary Fossey is watching. Lovely. Hold on a second. I'm trying to what was I trying to do? Boy, this is this is not going real well tonight, is it? Huh? Jeez, no kidding. What was I going to look up on my telephone? I was going to look something up, and it was very important. But I can't remember. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to see if I could turn that motion light on for you guys, so it stops going on and off. That's what I was going to do. It was for you, not me. For you. Hold on. So if you're watching on the interwebs, the gang in the driveway is There's a motion light out front. And it's a camera, too. I'm watching you. Yeah. Very good. So it's supposed to turn, light. Boom, off, on. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's going to leave it on or if it's still just going to motion off. But anyway. We'll leave it as such. All right, gang. Enough of this messing around. As my buddy from Black Rock used to say, we didn't come here to paint. We got a lot of work to do. I still don't know what he meant by that, but I guess that didn't work. I know one way you guys can fix that. You just got to keep clapping your hands all night. Oh, shit. I took a stroll. There it is. I took a stroll on the old long walk of a day. I met a little girl and we stopped to talk on a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a feller to do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes was blue, I knew right then I'd be taking a tour around the Salt Hill Prom with a Galway girl. La 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 diddly I diddle diddle dum die diddle diddle die die dum la 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 la. We were halfway there when the rain came down of a day. Hey. She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I ask you, friend, what's a feller to do? If her hair was black and her eyes was blue. So I took her hand and I gave her a twirl. And I lost my heart to a Galway girl. La 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 diddly I diddle diddle dum die diddle diddle die die dum diddly I die diddle diddle dum diddly I die diddly I diddle die 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 diddly I die dum diddly I diddle diddle dum die diddle diddle die da la 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 diddly I die diddly I die 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 diddle diddle dum. Diddly I die, diddly idle dum, diddly I die, diddly idle die, die, die. Now when I woke up, I was all alone, all with a broken heart and a ticket home. So I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes was blue? See, I've traveled around, I've been all over this world, boys. I tell you right now, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. La 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 diddly I diddle diddle dum die diddle diddle die die dum la 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 diddly I die dum diddly I diddle diddle dum da diddle diddle die die dum la 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 la. Thanks, with my apologies to my buddy Rob. He lets me borrow it once a week or so. So I thank him for that. The boring brigade might notice there's no guitar to my left, to your right. It usually sits there, the spare guitar. It now lives in Ireland. So I just left it over at the house. Casey, good to see you. Hey, I haven't been on the solo Friday Hooley in about 5 or 6 weeks anyway, so good timing for you to come back tonight. I won't forget the Ghosts, and actually the only song I sang in Ireland the whole trip was that one in the house, and it was quite emotional, actually. Quite emotional. I've over the years I brought my wife to tears a number of times for other things. but that one was for a good reason. She actually brought her to tears. And the same with my friends Liz and Mick from Dublin. They came out. This is Irish hospitality for you. You've experienced it firsthand, right? You'll never. There's no strangers. There's only friends we haven't met yet, right? Is an old, and they mean it when they say "Céad míle fáilte" in Ireland. That means 100,000 welcomes, and they mean it, right? And I asked Liz. I said Liz and her sister-in-law Mags are good friends with my buddy Harry, and they're very good at, doing stuff and this and that, and they kind of know the ins and outs of the Irish version of Nextdoor and Marketplace and all those things. And I said, hey, I want to get a couple of used bikes just to keep in the barn, and just tootle around on bikes when we're over there. Would you know? They said, we'll find, we'll figure something out. Yeah. Anyway, they ring me up and say, we're bringing the camper over for a visit. We want to see your house. And Liz and Mick show up with 2 bikes on the back of their camper that they went out and bought and gave them to us as a housewarming present. Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing? Lovely people. Yeah. And the next morning cooked us our first Irish breakfast in our house. Cooked it for us. Isn't that amazing? Oh, you're going to make me cry. Anyway, Casey, good to have you back. I'm going to sing your song next, the song you made me sing, that you bugged me for I don't know how long. Sometimes I'm really pissed at myself for being so pig-headed sometimes. I don't know why it took me so long. But anyway. I hope my friend Diana's on tonight, too. I haven't seen Diana in a long time. Yes, the guitar and the I-5 sign. So if you don't know, if you've never been in my back garden here, I have an Irish signpost pointing to the village nearest the house, which is Belladrine. So I thought, well, turnabout is only fair play. So I sourced a I-5 South Santa Ana sign, and that's now hanging up on the tree in the lane in front of our house over there. So turnabout is fair play. My memories, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our Scalpel Lane Mall, where the gas yard wall, we laughed through the smoke and the smell, going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways. The town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn calls women from Cregan, from the moor and the bog, while the man on the dole play a mother's role, feed the children and then walk the dogs. When times got rough, there was just about enough, and they saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride in the town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we could all understand. And I remember the day when I earned my first pay, as I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. For I learned about life, and I found me a life in the town I loved so well. Now when I returned, how my eyes they were burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored cars and the bombed out bars and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and that damned barbed wire gets higher and higher. With their tanks and their guns, oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? The music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirit's been bruised, never broken. They will not forget, for their hearts are all set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I loved so well. The town I loved so well. The town I loved so well. Cheers. Teresa, what are you doing in Arkansas, by God? Arkansas. Did you move from Oregon to Arkansas? Or you visiting? What's going on? The Fenians got lost in Arkansas one night. Fayetteville, Arkansas. You ever heard of it? It's where the home of Walmart and Tyson Chicken and nothing else. we were trying to fly that. We were coming from Cleveland. Lori is on from Cleveland. We were coming from the East Side Cleveland Irish Fest, Pat Coyne's Fest, and it was Nate. Anybody remember Nate, our bass player Nate, for a while? It was Nate's first festival with the Young Dubliners. So the Young Dubliners had to get Nate out and get him completely trashed on Sunday night. Like, we didn't know where Nate was. Anyway, we found Nate, and we had to leave for the airport. We were going to leave for the airport at 6 a.m. Monday morning. And the festival organizer said, hey, we've got to take another van to the airport at 5. And it's really not enough time to get there, get them dropped off, and then get back to the hotel and then get you guys. And do you mind if we just take you in an hour early? I said, sure, no problem. That's no bother. We'll go ahead and do that. So we went all in a big gang in the van, and we arrived, and the other van was like, see ya, and they got on their flight. And we go to check in, and we're talking to the gate agent, and they go, oh, you guys are going through Chicago to Orange County? Oh, there's going to be bad weather in Chicago. Tell you what, I'm going to put you guys through Dallas-Fort Worth. He says it leaves a couple minutes later, but you'll get there just about the same time. And, you're not going to have to worry about the weather in Chicago. And we changed planes enough in Chicago to know, that's that could be an issue. So we sat there and we waited and waited, and then we saw the Chicago flight board and the Chicago flight take off and did, and it went away. And then the Dallas flight got delayed 15 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 40 minutes, then 2 hours. So anyway, they put us on the Dallas flight. Finally, we take off, and then we circled around Dallas, East Texas, wherever we were in Texas, East Texas, Northeast Texas, flipping around for, I don't know, probably 45, 50 minutes. That we couldn't land. They were all stacked up. There's too much weather. And they said, we're going to Fayetteville, Arkansas, everybody. Howdy do. So we landed in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and they took us to some hotel. You come out of the airport in Fayetteville, and it's just like, shuttle to Tyson's Chicken this way, shuttle to Walmart this way, and then just another arrow. It doesn't even say anything. Like other, right? Everything else is other. So anyway, we barely got a feed on and into a hotel. We went and had to be back at the airport the crack of dawn. And Dave, our whistle player, slept in and nearly missed the flight. It was pretty funny. We were pounding on the door, and we were ringing his mobile phone, and we were ringing the room phone from the house phone. And he had celebrated too, I suppose. Anyway. A lot of stories tonight. I'll have to shut up for a while and start playing again. I'll play a newish song. A few of you have heard it. Rob and I have been doing it together, and I've been doing it solo as well. Solo, you can't hear me. It's one for all the Corkonians in the house. We're visiting Cork. We were going to be visiting Cork in just a few short days, weren't we? But we're doing that a year. And, and let me switcheroo here onto another... Brand. I'll switch up to here. So those of you that have been, thinking, it's probably not a good time to travel with the uncertainties out there in the world, and what precautions, what different countries will make and take, and maybe the whole thing would go south 5 days into our Ireland trip, and we wouldn't be able to come home or whatever. So I know a lot of you folks were hesitant at best to travel internationally this October, and we heard you, and we talked to everybody under the sun. All over Ireland and in the travel industry and our travel agents. So if you'll notice the banner up above me there that I just changed out to, that's we've got the fancy artwork there where we crossed out 2021 and we hand wrote 2022 up there. So the Phoenix Hooley holiday is now going to be in October of 2022, and you're all very welcome to join us. I think that's good news in a lot of people's mind. Much as we wanted to be traveling there in a couple of weeks, we think it's going to be great to travel there in 12 months and a couple of weeks. Right, Neil? Neil agrees. All right, so, and the exact same itinerary. We've got everything dialed in just exactly the way it was going to go. It'll just be 12 months later, much like most of our lives, or 18 months sort of on hold or on, you know what I'm saying. So anyway. First stop will be Cork City, which we haven't stayed in Cork City, I don't think, since 2000, maybe. We've been staying out in Kinsale anytime we've been down in that part of the country, but it'd be good to be right in the city. Bye. Cork, bye. I'm Roo. Oh, yeah? Anyway, let's go. See if I can remember this one. Among the walls and ruins of the horrid civic stone, I walked without a lover for my older bones. sun was strong and the going down, it was a dream-like day. It was there I met the Trinity, and to them I did say, and they said, bye bye mama, bye brother John, fare thee well, you shanty bells, ring on, ring on. She leaned and leaned much closer as she hugged them all goodbye. Her mother cried, don't go my love, we must all by and by. A drunken tongue said, leave her off, she'll drive us all crazy. She turned around and saw my face, and both of us was she, and she said, bye bye mama, bye brother John, fare thee well, you shanty bells, ring on, ring on. Up into the limestone wall and down the level steps, she threw herself into the stream with a splash and no regrets. Side-stroke swimming midstream, throwing kisses to the cloud, and everything was silent, and the sky had not one cloud, and she said, bye bye mama, bye brother John, fare thee well, you shanty bells, ring on, ring on. We were swimming out in the sunset, we were swimming out to sea, swimming down past the opera house, the mad lady and me, and she said, bye bye mama, bye brother John, fare thee well, you shanty bells, ring on, ring on, ring on, ring on, ring on, ring on. Yeah. There you go. So, that song needs to be longer, I think. I gotta figure something out to do in the middle. That's the only downside I can sing to it. Do you like it? You love it? Okay, good. Where is Tay Lynn? If she's in Huntington Beach, she's dead to me. No, I think she's watching. Somebody said, hey, so she must be watching. And that's what we used to call a two-timer. I'm missing some of those requests. They go by, I see them, and I forget them, and then they're gone. So apologize for that. You can always keep hounding me, and we'll see if I can get to them. Squeaky wheel and all that, right? Oh, somebody wanted to hear this one. I know. I met my love by the gasworks cross. I dreamed a dream by the old canal, and I'll kiss my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on their beat. Springs a girl from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I heard a siren from the docks. I saw a train set the night on fire. Smelled the spring on the smoke of wind. Dirty old town, Australia. Dirty old town. How are you, Alexi? I'm gonna make me a big sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire, and I'll chop yous down like an old dead tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks cross, dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town, dirty old town. There you go. Cool. Cool. We got to do something about that light, huh? That's kind of annoying. Yeah. You don't mind it? You like it off? I'll have to. No, you like it on? There's some double entendres floating around in my head right now, but I'm going to keep them to myself. All right. So Anne had a request, so we'll get to that one. Splinter. All right. You guys ready? Hey! Woo! Last night as I lay dreaming of the pleasant days gone by, my mind been bent on rambling to Ireland's Isle did fly. I could feel them all around me in the house of ancient stone, and though I never lay my head, my whole I know was home. From the first time I set foot there, shed tears all on my own. A bridge through time was built and made was like I'd always known, and I see them in my dreams. I see the ghosts who paved the way for me, and I pray the day I soon might see the men who made me me. Woo! Come here to me, says he to me, and have a cup of tea. Sit down here by the fire with us, your kin, and we'll see if truly you do know us and all that we've endured. We'll tell you all the stories, boy, and some may be the truth. It's been so many lifetimes we cannot really say, but tears and blood and sweat do stain the land on which you play. I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me, and I pray the day I soon might see the men who made me me. Woo! Well, I'll spend my days a roving here, green grass and walls of stone. My memories I'll keep alive, all in my father's home. In a place I'd never been to, in a land across the sea. What's always burned inside my heart, it was waiting there for me. I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me me. Oh, I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me me. Woo! Thanks. Between playing that song on that land and putting together furniture with my dad's hammer, it was like pretty cool. In a good way. You know what I mean? In a good way. Let's see. Renee had a request. So, love to play this one for you, Renee. I'm out of sugar. Well, not really, because there's plenty of it in that drink. Caroline! As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? And as I walked on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. So where are the strong? And who are the trusted? And where is that harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Where are the strong? And who are the trusted? And where is that harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Thanks. Some Nick Lowe, made famous by an Irishman nicknamed Elvis Costello. Real name? Thank you. Anne got it right there. Declan McManus. That a girl. Go nannies. Go night-nights, Teresa. Good to see you. And all the best to you in Arkansas. Britt, you're very kind. That's very kind of you to say so. I don't think that, but I will give you a tip of my hat. This hat is, let's see if you can see that. Can you see that? My cousin Sadie gave me this hat. This is from the Cork Jazz Festival, 1998, sponsored by Guinness. Pretty cool. She was wearing it, and I go, oh my God, that is so cool. And she goes, here, have it. Again, with the Irish hospitality. And my other cousin, Billy, do you see the plaque above the doorbell on my front porch there? It says, Nílan Tintan Mardo Hintan Féin. Isn't that great? Isn't that special, you guys? Oh, translation. Okay, very. Nílan Tintan Mardo Hintan Féin. Literally, it means there is no hearth such as your own hearth, meaning there's no place like home. Yeah. So we have another one of those hanging in the house in Ireland. I was hanging on my cousin Billy's front door inside in his entryway in Little Island. Annie's kettle on the boil. We stopped in Little Island, Annie's kettle on the boil, in the song, the words in Ballybrack. That's Billy and Ann's house, so that's in that story. So in Little Island, I said, what does that mean? And he told me the translation. I loved it. I admired it. And the next night, he showed up at the hotel with it wrapped up for me to bring home to California. It's like amazing. I better bring some shit with me to Ireland to give away next time. Anyway. Yes, Ruth, we will do that right now for you and for him. And, boy, Jesus, it's got a lot of words. And they all come one after the other. Trying to, how do I blow this up? Zoom. Zoom, 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 100. Oh, maybe. Oh, too big. Damn. Oh, God, the dogs. We're watching the neighbor's dog, as well as our 3. There's more animals than people at the Casey Zoo over here, for sure. Casey's Ark, yeah, indeed. The dogs didn't bother with the thunder last night. I think Maggie might have been a little skittish, but most of them weren't all that bad. That was some of the longest thunder I've heard in my life in California. Would you all think the same? I mean, it rolled for so long. I was like, was that 2 claps of thunder that were just back to back? All right, I think I have it situated. We'll see. Took long enough, didn't it? Don't forget, gang, hit that share button if you can invite your friends to join us here. What I want to see some comments in the comment section there about the new start time. There was a couple of people who bugged me and said, "Why don't you start at 7? Because it gives people that like us that work enough time to get home and come over and sit in your driveway." And none of them that have said that to me and bugged me all summer are freaking here tonight. So, you know, it's kind of like the one time we went to Ireland in August at the behest of all the teachers, and not one of them showed up. So anyway, let me know in the comment section if you like the new time, 7 to 9, better than 6 to 8 Pacific time. Let us know. Let me know, because I'm here to please. That's all I do. You like it? Neil likes it. All right. Looks like the Angels fans are leaving. It must be about the 7th inning. Here we go. Oh, listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, listún Varna. Listen, do, listen, do, listen, do, listún Varna. How's it going, everybody? From Cork, New York, Dundalk, Gurtahawk, and Glenamaddy. Here we are in the County Clare, and it's a long, long way from here to there. There's the Burren, and the Cliffs of Moher, and the Tulla, and the Kilfenor. This might go Russell and Dr. Bill, and Willie Clancy and Noel Hill, and flutes and fiddles everywhere. If it's music you want, you should go to Clare. Oh, listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Sure, everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Some head off to exotic places and others go to the Galway races. Maddie goes to the south of France and Jim to the dogs and Peter to the dance. A cousin of mine goes potholing and a cousin of hers loves Joe Dole, and summer comes around each year. We go there and they come here, and some jet off to Frahiliana, but I always go to Listún Varna. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. I always leave on a Thursday night with my tent and my ground sheet rolled up tight. I like to hit Lisdoon in around Friday afternoon, cause this gives me time to get my gear together and I don't need to worry about the weather. I'll ramble in for a pint of stout, cause you never know who'd be hanging about. There's a Dutchman playing a mandolin and a German looking for Liam O'Goflynn. There's Adam, Bono and Garrett Fitzgerald getting their photo taken for the Sunday World. Finbar, Charlie and Drim Hand, and they're drinking pints to bait the band, and isn't it grand? Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. The multitudes, they flocked in throngs to hear the music and the songs, with motorbikes and highest vans and bottles, barrels, flagons, cans. Mighty crack, loads of frolics. Pioneers and alcoholics and plaque Spuck and the FCA and the Free Nicky Kelly and the IRA, hairy chests and milk white dyes and Mickey Dodgers in disguise. There's McGraw's, O'Brien's and Pippin's Cox's, massage parlors and horse boxes. There's Aarons, Bowrons, Amadons, Arab sheiks and Hindu Sikhs and Jesus freaks. RTE are making tapes, taking breaks and throwing shapes. This is heaven, this is hell. Who cares? Who can tell? Anyone for the last few chalk ices now? Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. A 7 for 7 for Jackson Brown. They had to build a special runway just to get him down before the chieftains could start to play. 7 creamy pints come out in the tray, and Sugar was ridden by Lord Luke, and Sean Cannon was doing the backstage cooking. Clannad was singing Harry's Game, and Christy was singing Nancy Spain. Mary O'Hara, Brush Shields, together singing The Four Green Fields. Van, the Man, and Emmy Lou, moving hearts and the Fenians too. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Sean Doherty goes swimming in the Rose of Tralee, and Oliver J. Flanagan goes swimming in the Holy See. But I like the music in the open air, so every summer I go to Clare, 'cause Woodstock, Knockner, the Feast of Cana could hold a match to Listún Varna. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. Oh, Listún Varna. Listún, 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 listún Varna. That makes me tongue tired. Interesting. That's interesting. Very good. I can take them off. Ooh. Oh, you all look so much better in the driveway now. You're so pretty. Clear to hear. Great request. Great request. We'll do that one. Are those dogs still barking in the? Can you hear them in the house? No. Oh, they're quiet. Okay, good. Rocky's out drinking with her girlfriend. Oh, there's four of us who share the room, and we work hard for the crack. And getting up late Sunday, sure I never get to Mass. And the only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. Oh, it eases off the pain a bit, and it levels out my thinking. For it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. When Friday night comes around and I'm only into fighting, oh, my ma would like a letter home, and I'm far too tired for writing. For it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It almost breaks my heart when I think of Dorothy. Oh, she promised she'd be coming back with lots to do for me. Oh, but it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Well, I dream I hear a piper play, and maybe it's an ocean. I dream I see white horses dance upon that other ocean. Oh, but it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Here. 'Cause Cool. For the new members of the Boreen Brigade, Bill with one L. And Suzanne, of course. I can see you got you think I have a reflection of the ring light. I tell you, I can't see yous at all. I see you guys okay. Now I really can't see you. That seems to be going off more quickly. It doesn't stay on as long as it used to, did it? It's getting tired. The theme, Bill, the other Bill down here, the theme from Harry's Game, I don't. Great tune from Claned, right? Isn't that? From the day. Is that it? Something like that. There's also, Bono sang a song with Claned around that same time. Wasn't that might have been on the Harry's Game soundtrack too, I think, maybe. What's that? The Patriot Game song? That goes a ways back. That's a Brendan Behan tune, right? Or is it Dominic? Dominic, his brother Dominic, yeah. So, and their sister Lima. Oh, Lima Behan. Oh, that's bad. That's terrible. Yeah. Kidney Bean. Debbie, I was going to tell you that when you came up. I was going to say somebody, you've been hacked because I got an extra Facebook request from you. Oh, that's happened to my mother-in-law. She has like 5 Facebook accounts now. She can only get on one of them. She just keeps. I can't remember my password. I'll just start a new one. Johnson. How shilly of me not to remember that. So I used to do this here. I think I ended up doing it up here. We'll see. So much brighter up there, isn't it? Rather than so much better here. It's like it's just happier. And if you're going to steal somebody's car, you might as well be happy about it, right? Actually, commandeer. Not steal. Commandeer. Source. Thank you, Ruth. Sourcing. I work in sourcing now. Have I mentioned, I had it scrolling down there earlier at the bottom. Now it's all about ducats and money down there. But I forgot to tell everybody, if you're in Southern California, if you're in Orange County or L.A. too, we're playing at Seal Beach, right on the border between the two O'Malley's on Main Street, myself and himself, Rob, my brother from another mother, my partner in crime all these years in the Fenians, save those 2 brief stays at the California Institute for Men. Just kidding. Not where he was, but that's where I could have been a few times. But save those brief hiatus. What's the plural of hiatus? Is it hiati? Hiatuses, I think. All right, come on, school teacher Ruth. She's probably going to be looking it up here any minute, I think. Hiatuses, I think so. Yeah, Rob had a couple of hiatuses. He's not allowed anymore. He's burned them all up. No more gap years for him. So anyway, this Sunday, 3 o'clock, down by the beach. It's a hoot and a holler. We have a good time there. All right, here we go. A little, I won't even call it a rebel song. I'll call it a patriotic song. Right? That's what Derek Warfield refers to all his rebel songs now. He just calls them patriotic tunes. And that's true. So true. I was down by Brannigan's Corner one morning I did stray. I met a fellow rebel there, and to me he did say, I have orders from our captain to assemble at Dunbar. Oh, but how are we to get there without a motor car? Oh, Barney dear, be of good cheer, I'll tell you what we'll do. The specials, they are plentiful and the IRA are few. We'll send a wire to Johnson to meet us at Stranraer. We'll give the boys a bloody good ride in Johnson's motor car. Now when Dr. Johnson heard the news, he soon put on his shoes. He said, "This is an urgent case, there is no time to lose." He put on his castor hat and he ran his breast a star. You could hear the din all through Glenfin of Johnson's motor car. But when he got to the railway bridge, the rebels he saw there, old Johnson knew the game was up, for at him they did stare. He said, "I have a permit to travel near and far." "Ah, to hell with your English permit, we want your motor car." What will my loyal brethren think, oh, when they hear the news? My car, it has been commandeered by the rebels at Dunluce. We'll give you a receipt for it, all signed by Captain Barr. And when Ireland gets her freedom, you'll get your motor car. Is there one more verse, or is that it? All right, I don't have my fancy foot pedal, so start going ding dong ding 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 dong ding 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 dong ding ding. Yep, there's one more verse. Well, they put that car in motion and they filled it to the brim with guns and bayonets shining, which made old Johnson grim. Then Barney hoisted the Sinn Féin flag and it fluttered like a star, and we gave 3 cheers to the IRA and Johnson's motor car. I knew it. Oh, man. We'll have that fixed next week, won't we? All right, indulge me on one. I want to play this one on my own self. That's what Eamon used to say when he was a little boy. And he started, getting his independence and not wanting us to do things for him. I'm doing my own self. It's so cute. I don't know if anybody here has been following the band long enough to remember Eamon as a little boy. I'd say the Wagamans probably. Yeah. With his little bowl cut and his blondie hair. He was such a towhead. Hard to believe. Next birthday will have a 0 in it. Whew. What's that? So yours? Okay. When is your birthday, Neil? Didn't you just have it? Oh, the next one. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. We had a big hoo-ha in Seal Beach for your birthday. Yes, I'm not that. Maybe I am that forgetful. Anyway, slow it down here, and we'll sing a song for you from up the north of Ireland. Another sad, slow one. I wish I was in Carrickfergus only for nights in Ballygran. I would swim over the deepest ocean, be by your side. But the sea is so wide, and I cannot swim over, and neither have I the wings to fly. If I could find me a handy boatman to ferry me over to my love and I. My childhood days bring back sad reflections of happy times spent so long ago. My boyhood friends and my own relations have all passed on now, like the melting snow. I'll spend my days in endless roving. Soft is the grass and my head is free. To be home now in Carrickfergus on the long road down to the salty sea. For it's in Kilkenny, it is reported, on marble stones there, as black as ink, with gold and silver, I did support her. But I'll sing no more now, till I get a drink. For I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober, a handsome rover from town to town. But I'm sick now, and my days are numbered. So come all you young men and lay me down. So come all you young men and lay me down. Carrickfergus. I love that song. I don't sing it enough. Heidi, Eric Peterson. Eric Peterson. That's not Eric Peterson, who used to be a superintendent for Warmington Homes, is it? If it is, it's a small world. Anyway, Neil, sure. Sure, why not? What does Uncle John say? God hates a coward. Woo! I wish I was a fisherman, tumbling on the seas, far away from the dry land and its bitter memories, casting out my sweet line with abandonment and love. Now ceiling bearing down on me, save the starry skies above, will light in my head, you in my arms. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, you guys are supposed to do that. See, I'm a little out of practice. Sorry. We'll do it again. All out of my head, you in my arms. You guys ready? All right, cool. Oh, I wish I was the brakeman in a hard-laying feeder terrain, crashing headlong into the hard land like a candle in the rain, with below the sleepers and the burning of the coal, Counting the towns flashing by me in a night that's full of soul. It will out of my head. You in my arms. I know you're a small group tonight, but you're pretty mighty. So I like it, yeah. Well, I know we'll be loosened the bonds that hold me fast, and the chains all hung around me will fall away at last. And on that fine and fateful day, I will take thee in my hand. I will ride on that train. I will be the fisherman that will out of my head. You in my arms, yeah. Renee was sleeping. You got to make up for it the next time. Here we go. Oh, light in my head. You in my arms. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo. All the difference in the world there. Oh, light in my head. You in my arms. So with light in my head. You all out of my head. You in my arms. Last time. There you go. All out in my head. I think we got a couple of extra yeah-yeahs there at the end. Tanks. Oh, yeah. You're making an awful racket tonight, Jeffrey. Did you guys notice the light over there on the grass? Now that the lights are on, you see my lights? Do you see the one down there? No. The next one behind you. The one that's flat looks like a pancake, not in the good way. That's what's happens when you stay up all night on Thursday, fly internationally on Friday, do a gig on Saturday, and try to pull your truck in here when your wife didn't pull the van in all the way. Smashed it. Ah, well, easy come, easy go. I have some replacement ones, not to worry. I'll fix them next week. Maybe I can find an engineer to help me. I guess that's electrical. Never mind. What's that? Hey, Wendy, how are you? We'll be back at that place where I talked to you last time. Where was that? In August. It was only a couple of weeks ago. The way the Sundays worked out, it was like 2 weeks apart, or 3 weeks or less. 2 weeks, I think. Was it the 29th to the 12th? That's 2 weeks. By God. So we're back at O'Malley's Sunday, Wendy. Hope to see you there. Bring your friend Lorena. All right? She could use some cheering up, and I'm just the man to do it. Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of her name, it's like it's only a game. And I need you listening to the words that you say. It's getting harder to stay when I see you. And all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's in mine. Oh, I can't take no more. I wonder if you'll understand. It's just the touch of your hand behind the closed door. And all I needed was the love you gave. And all I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Yeah. There you go. Little Irish yazoo there. I don't know if we've... Has the Phoenix played that one? I think we have the whole band live a couple of times, maybe once or twice. But it's really cool because Tardu has a really cool whistle part in the middle of that, and it's really, I love that song. Loved it since it came out. And bless you for calling it Yazoo instead of Yaz. I like that. Oh, how funny. I just got a text from somebody who's watching, but it was meant for somebody else. That's funny. I won't say who. Well, my time with you is drawing to a close. It seemed like a quick night tonight, kind of, didn't it? It's I guess because I haven't done it in so long. So it was nice to have off for a bit, and then I started getting antsy and itchy on Fridays. I don't know about the rest of you. Were you getting antsy and itchy? Or were you getting Mediterranean-y? I don't know. Whatever shall we wrap the night up with? All right. We'll do this one. Save a brownie or two for me, will you? They're pretty good. You know what I love about them? They're not over sweet. They're not like, you know, oh my God, I'm eating so much sugar. They're delicious though. They're subtle yet demonstrative. Yes. I said that once in front of Rob, and he went off on a tirade in an Australian accent to describe some fictitious Australian wine. Chateau San Wagga Wagga has the bouquet of an Aborigines armpit, or something like that. I don't know. I think it's an old skit from Firesign Theatre or somebody like that. No? All right. It's not important anymore. Is it a Monty Python? No. I had no idea. Oh, Michelle, you cray, girl. I already did Liston Varna. I can't do Liston Varna and Rattlenbog in the same night. I'll spontaneously combust. Then I'll have to. Then I'd be a drummer for Spinal Tap. So anyway. Oh, Ken, you've been so patient. You have been, and I forgot. So I will, yes, because you requested that one early, way on, and the gang in the driveway will enjoy it too. So we might be able to squeeze in two before the night is over. The night is still young, even though I'm not anymore. So here we go. Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. Hey, that beautiful brogue, so rich and sweet, sweet, and the rise in the world he carried a hod. Now he'd a sort of a tipplers away. With the love of the liquor, old Tim was born. And to get him on his way each day to drop in the crates or ever and more. Whack for the dado, dance with your partner around the floor, you'd shudder shake. Wasn't it the truth? I'll tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Well, one morning Tim felt rather full. His head felt heavy and it made him shake. He fell off the ladder and he broke his skull, and they carried him home his corpse to wake. Oh, they rolled him up in a nice clean sheet, and they laid him out upon the bed, with a bottle of a whiskey at his feet and a barrel of porter at his head. Whack for the dado, dance with your partner around the floor, you'd shudder shake. Wasn't it the truth? I'll tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. As friends assembled at the wake, and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. Oh, that was pretty good. That was good. Straight out of the gate. I'm impressed. We'll leave it at that, so. Oh, shit. First she laid out teas and cakes, then pipes, tobacco, and brandy punch. But Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Oh, such a lovely corpse did you ever see? Hurrah, Mavorney, why did you die? Will you hold your gob, says Biddy McGee. Whack for the dado, dance with your partner around the floor, you'd shudder shake. Wasn't it the truth? I'll tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Peggy O'Connor, she took up the job. Hurrah, Biddy, she, but you're wrong, I'm sure. And Biddy fetched her a belt on the gob, then left her sprawling on the floor. Well, each side in war did then engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and a ruction soon began. Oh, whack for the dado, dance with your partner around the floor, you'd shudder shake. Wasn't it the truth? I'll tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. You guys are so quiet. Well, Mickey Maloney, he ducked his head when the bottle of whiskey flew at him. By anybody get it through the hole? It missed and it landed on the bed, and liquor is scattered all over Tim. Well, be God, he revives. See how he rises. Old Timothy rises from his bed, running after the whiskey he blazes. Thunder and Jesus, do you think I'm dead? Oh, whack for the dado, dance with your partner around the floor, you'd shudder shake. Wasn't it the truth? I'll tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Whack for the dado, dance with your partner around the floor, you'd shudder shake. Wasn't it the truth? I'll tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Say, how is your old one? Game ball. There you go. Ha-ha. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. I forgot. Thanks. Michelle just reminded me. Michelle's from Chicago and pretty much hit, I believe, every single gig the Fenians ever played in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Her husband proposed to her at a Fenians gig in Chicago, which is really cool. And thank God she said yes. He would have been awfully embarrassed. But yeah, one night we were playing that song in the Abbey. The Abbey's a really cool pub. It's like a pub on this side and a mini concert hall on the other side. And I remember playing one show there. We played 3 hours and 15 minutes straight. And it was just, couldn't stop. The crowd didn't want us to stop. We didn't want to stop. Nobody wanted to stop. We were drained. It was beautiful. But one night we were playing there. It was March and it was snowing outside. So we did Finnegan's Wake, and people went outside and got snowballs and threw them at us for Finnegan's Wake. So yeah. Oh, the good old days. We were playing in Downers Grove one time, and somebody stole Kenny. You remember our bass player Kenny? Anybody remembers Kenny? We've been through more bass players than Spinal Tap's been through drummers. But Kenny, he took his shoes off because he liked playing barefoot, and somebody took his shoes, took them outside, stuffed them full of snow, and brought them back in. Yeah. Ooh. He was pissed. He was not happy. We all laughed, but he didn't think it was so funny. No sense of humor. All right. Now, what song was I going to sing for real for the last one? I had one kind of sort of maybe picked out, and now I've forgotten about it because of that one. Where did it go? It was in my head a minute ago. It was I remember what it was now, because I was just there, and I said to Rocky one time, we were going to Castle Bar, and we were on this we were on the title throughway, the title thoroughfare for this next song. And I said, I got to get out and get a picture with the sign for everybody who loves when I sing this song. And I didn't. So, oh well. So in honor of the Casey House here off of the I-5 and 17th Street, and the then Regan, now Casey House off of the N5 and the N17, we'll give you the N17. Well, I didn't see much future when I left the Christian Brothers School. So I waved a goodbye with a wistful smile, and I left the girls a tune. And sometimes when I'm reminiscing, I see the prefabs and my old friends, and I know that they'll be changed or gone if I ever get home again. And I wish I was on that N17, stone walls and the grass is green. I wish I was on that N17, stone walls and the grass is green. Traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. When the old fella left me to Shannon, 'twas the last time I travelled that road. And as we turned left to Clare Galway, I could feel a lump in my throat. As I pictured the thousands of times I travelled that well-worn track, and I know that things will be different if I ever decide to go back. And I wish I was on that N17, stone walls and the grass is green. Hey, I wish I was on that N17, stone walls and the grass is green. Traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. Now as I tumble down highways or on filthy overcrowded trains, there's no one to talk to in transit, so I sit there and daydream in vain. And behind all those muddled up problems of living on a foreign soil, I can still see the twists and the turns in the road, from the square to the town and the tribes. I wish I was on that N17, 17. Stone walls and the grass is green. I wish I was on that L17. Stone walls and the grass is green. Traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. Oh, traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. All right. I hope the boring brigade is ready for this and it's not too late past your bedtimes. All right. We got the newbies to get in line here, so you'll help them out, right? It's the Irish monkeys see, the Irish monkeys do. That's all there is to it. So let's see if you're in fine voice for the last one here. We're going to send the neighbors off to bed with it. Here we go. When I say, stone walls and the grass is green, then you say, stone walls and the grass is green. See, it's that simple. Stone walls and the grass is green. And then you go, stone. See, that's my, now you know why I never became a ventriloquist there. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Stone walls and the grass is green. You sing. Stone walls and the grass is green. Last time. Stone walls and the grass is green. Stone walls and the grass is green. Yeah, yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Good night. God bless. We'll see you next week. Be good. Thanks a million. See you Sunday. Bye-bye.